Everything is connected. I'm reading this book, The Magic of Manifesting, and I'm in the chapter Everything is Connected. So, while we do have the power of choice, choice by itself distorts our reality. We are capable of losing ourselves within our world of choices and exaggerating their importance. This plus us out of equilibrium as well, since in such a reality we fail to recognize the truth that everything is one and everything is interconnected. The infinite stream, that is, the quantum field, is filtered from our consciousness when we only focus on which choice we need to make. It prevents us from being overwhelmed by the realization of the full stream of consciousness. In our everyday lives, we rarely scratch the surface and realize the full streams thanks to our fictitious on the choice we apply. We slip into dualistic thinking, which implies either or and not both. In other words, we think that if we choose positive, we reject the negative. The truth is that despite of this rejection, the negativity still exist in parallel reality, and which means on an absolute scale everything exists as one. Dualistic thinking leads to imposition of a lot of negative filters, since it creates scarcity within our minds. We pit ourselves against one another, thinking that we need to grab what we can while it lasts. On an absolute level, oneness exists, and this cannot be quantified but only experienced. In order to describe it, it needs to be compared to something, and this implies duality. Absolute reality and pure consciousness are non dual. Love is ultimate expression of oneness. It implies the fusion of souls. When you love everything around you, it is impossible to cause harm, much less create negativity. When we connect with the power of love, we no longer communicate with our minds. Instead, we communicate with souls. The soul is merely an expression of and a part of oneness. The power of soul. The soul has awareness of everything that is and will be. It has access to all our parallel relatives and implication of our choices. In other words, it knows which branch we are currently on, which ones we avoided, and where certain filters will take us. It knows consciousness of these choices and will warn us of negative ones. This communication doesn't occur through our thoughts, rather, it occurs through our emotions, our gut instinct, that nudge in our heart, that speedy sense we feel instinctually, which is language of oneness, happiness. And happiness and a feeling of comfort after making a choice is an indication of your soul commanding you on a choice that will benefit you. Constant discomfort and feelings of stress, negativity, and resistance are indicators that your soul has seen the consequences of this decision and not recommend it. Intuition or sixth sense is inherent within each of us. It helps us to tune into our soul while recognizing and interpreting these messages from our soul. Thus, open your mind and really listen to what your soul is telling you. Invariably, you will find yourself along with the right path. This will lead you to swimming the river of life the right way. People usually treat the act of living with an imbalanced view. They either drift along aimlessly and go where life takes them, or they swim ferociously against the current, trying to teach a lesson, challenging the natural balance of life. Both of these ways will result in a negative realities because the former removes all elements of choice and the latter simply results in removing the connection of the mind and the soul from their existence. Accepting reality is misunderstood as a simply going with the flow, but this isn't truth. The truth way to live is to simply go towards what you want consciously while accepting the reality of what is around you. It is expressing your intention to bring something into your life and communicating this to your soul, recognizing that all obstacles exist. You also recognize that by traveling towards this intention, you are simply choosing a particular branch in your tree of life, and since this is infinite, your intended destination exists in some form or another. Your soul knows what is best for you and is constantly communicating with you. Thus, your job is to simply move in the direction it points you toward without resistance and in constant communication. Thus, be on the lookout for signs of your soul communicating with you and be way of complicated solution. Often by simply aligning yourself with the world, you will find out the solutions to your obstacles are pretty simple. They keep you balanced instead of feeling obligated to expand great effort or make sacrifices for them. Thank you all. This book is called The Magic of Manifesting. You can read it daily, like a one or two chapter, and think in a positive mindset and sleep in a night. So it will motivate you to wake up in a good positive mindset in the early morning. So I suggest you guys to go through this book daily before sleeping. That helps us to have that positive mindset. We know everything, whatever it is going around us. It's been a difficult situation for some of us, but the main moral of the story is the universe listens to us. Universe is aligning what we want, and universe will never disappoints us. What we are desiring, what we want, it eventually comes to us. Let us be having a faith and hope on the universe. Let us be happy. And yep, I wish everyone have their wish come true by the universe. Thank you all. Good night.